My name is Gail Lewis. I'm Edna Lewis in your class. I am going to attempt to name these bones in the skull. I'm having to record this on my cell phone. It's the best I can do as far as recording. I wasn't prepared to be a videographer for this course. This is a list of the names. These are just the names of the 20 things I'm going to name. Okay, there's nothing else here but just those. I'm just going to lay it here. It's the only way for me to really keep note of when I've covered my 20 parts that I'm going to name. Alright, so his head is really small, so I'm going to try to get up in here so I can be seen here. Okay, I'm going to start with the frontal bone, which is here. Okay, and then the parietal bone, which runs along the left and right side here on the top. Okay, this along here is the coronal suture. Okay, and then straight down the line here is the sagittal suture. If you can see that good, to go through here. And then of course back here we have the occipital bone, and then we have the lambdoid suture that goes across between the occipital bone and the parietal bones. Okay, and then we have the temporal bone here. Okay, and then we have the maxilla, that's the way I say it. I hope I'm saying it right. Okay, and then we have the zygomatic bone, which here is, I call the cheekbone. Let me get a good view of that right there. Okay, and then of course the mental foramen right there. So I would pronounce it foramen right there. It's like a little hole, and there's one on each side. And then of course there's the mandible, the jawbone. Okay, then we have the lacrimal bone, which is right in here where tears are formed, right up in here. Then we have the vomer, which is right here. Okay, and then of course we have the nasal bone in here. Then we have the supraorbital foramen, which is like a hole here. It's like a notch right up in here. And then right up inside the orbit here we have the superior orbital fissure. And then we have the inferior orbital fissure down here in the bottom part there of the eye. Okay. So now I'm going to show something inside, and I'm going to make sure I mention them. Okay, so on the inside here, let me get it just right so it'll show the way I want it to show. Okay, so just like this little bone right up in here, this little bony prominence right up in here, is the lesser and greater wing of the sphenoid bone. Okay, and then we have this bone coming up across here, cross section here. I hope you can see it, like right here. Right here, it's the long line bone going across right there. That's the jugular. Okay, it's the jugular foramen. Alrighty, let me put the skull back together right quick. And I feel like I've named all my bone parts so far. Yeah, I think I've covered all my bone parts. And that's the skull and most of what I know right now. So it's really interesting. There's 22 bones in the skull, and it's just amazing that they're all broken down the way that they are and have such distinct names. I really didn't know that there was that much to the skull as far as how it separates out and what bone is what. And I hope that this was beneficial for the project that we had to do. Okay, bye-bye.